Welcome back to the Scrum, February 25th? 4th?
Close.
I'm
close.
I don't know what day it is anymore.
All the days run together. It was a beautiful one, though.
It was.
Great day. Got
You
up
went
to like
for
75.
Yeah. You went for a run?
Went for a run.
How's
It was awful. You know what I'm saying? I haven't ran since like quarantine really started.
Were you
kinda.
like
Cardio
in a
run.
traffic jam of people on the sidewalks?
There
was
was a
so many
lot of
motherfucking
people.
people out today.
There was a lot of people. I ran into I don't know if it was a father and his daughter or what, but they were on bikes and they were making like a loop. So like they're going faster than me, but they're also like not going that fast. So they were in front of me going way too slow. And so it was like that awkward distance shit. But then they looped back around past me again. And like I had to do it again. Like throughout the whole, my riding loop was
That's
the riding
that's
loop.
not fair.
It was awful.
You should just kick their tire.
Yeah, just throw a stick in there like that. Was that the Simpsons meme where he just sticks the
Very
stick
likely.
in it?
It
Yeah,
was the
probably.
Simpsons. They
Simpsons
started
did
all.
it.
The Simpsons did do it. A lot of shit going on. Yo, quick recovery to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, that was
Rough
crazy.
accident. Yeah, I don't really know the details of how it happened or what injuries he incurred, but he had to get some surgery.
Yeah, jaws of life to get him out.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's insane.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah, and quick recovery to Tiger, golf goat. You
For
don't want to
real.
see him. You don't want to see him injured at all. Anyone injured in a car accident, terrible. It's terrible, terrible. Trying to think what else. PNC Arena in the state of North Carolina, they announced bigger. I think the thing is big arenas can open to 15% capacity.
Yeah.
That's what the governor announced. I think starting Friday.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting to go, dude. You're getting the season ticket saga continues.
So I read that announcement before I get any notification from the the season ticket holder emails and shit. So I immediately just start posting reaction type stuff where I'm like, my whole thing is like, okay, so you give again someone who's, and I'm in an awkward spot just because I don't have seats. I don't have like a full year season paid for. A lot of people who like have their shit just they're waiting to know when they can go.
Yeah.
I can understand that they're probably like, all right, cool. Now I can like get a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
I was just at the cusp of getting my shit like starting to make payments with no schedule for me to have like a thing to figure out where I'd be seating.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
now
have
there's
reservations, basically.
right. And now there's even more questions because you just pop up with a week's notice, like, oh hey, this is a week from now. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, in a week we're gonna be reopening games. So you season ticket motherfuckers are gonna be able to come back. And you're just like, well,
What does that mean?
so
Like,
now
what
do I have to commit on my investment?
Yeah,
fully?
because it's still not going to be a full slate of games. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
it's the last 20 game now. Once I finally got the notification from the email shit, it was talking about if you opt in. So there's an opt-in option to do this. If I don't think anything changes right now.
It'll still roll over.
It'll still roll over.
in similar fashion.
But you can opt in for a discounted. So I think it's a new price discounted. Otherwise, it rolls over.
Okay.
I'm not sure if what you pay goes into that. If what you pay, I don't know because I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But so that's the thing. But my whole thing is like, I don't know. It's take the season ticket holder shit aside from it. It just seems like another fly by the seat of the pants type maneuver where I'm sure they've been planning this for when it does happen. But as soon as they get the green light, they're just like, all right, bring the cattle in.
Yeah, and it's kind of a little. The NHL has removed itself from like those decisions too.
Right.
You saw it because Florida and Dallas since the start of the season have been allowed to have fans in.
But yeah,
And I'm sure every other team
we
is
were just
looking
waiting
at
on the
them.
governor.
Yeah, every other team's looking at them like, damn, like if we had the opportunity, like it's not a lot of money, but it's some money.
It's
you know
money.
what I'm saying?
It-
They're just waiting to do it, and so like you're saying, the first chance they got.
In the grand scheme of things, 15% is like maybe 3K people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, not that many people in the grand scheme of things of how big the building is, how many people can be seated, whatever. But I don't know. I think you're looking at again maybe going back to the season ticket holder stuff. I'm thinking like the value I pay for what it is, even if it's at a discount. You're not looking at a comfortable experience.
Yeah.
You gotta be wearing the fucking mask everywhere you go, which you should be doing indoors right now anyway. You can take the fucking mask off when you eat, which to me is like the most contradictory fucking concept. in all of this.
I don't know if you guys have been to like restaurants
As little as possible.
as little as, but like
not in this local area.
The couple of times I've gone where it's like, can you just keep your mask on until your food comes? I was like, well, what changes?
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's like
I wouldn't know.
It's like keep your mask on until your food comes, and then when it shows up, or like your drinks or whatever, and it's just kind of like, well, it's not really changing anything.
I did see some of that the past summer when I went to the beach and like go into places to get shit to go, like pick it up to walk out, and the people who were getting seated, it's like families of 5 or whatever, kids or whoever coming in with masks, and everyone just sits down like a table of 6, and everyone just takes the fucking shits off, and all of a sudden it's laughs and like things are normal, and like that's cool, you're comfortable. But it's not. It's a facade for like.
It's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. They'll obviously have enough room to space everyone out. Again, with the low capacity, I'm sure they'll take as many precautions for sanitizing and all that stuff. It just goes to me. I have this. My opinion from the jump was let's not play NHL right now. Let's not fucking have that going on right now. Let alone have motherfuck. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw. Minutes after they announced it,
a game got postponed.
They fucking postponed the Sharks in Vegas game due to COVID protocol.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And like you're saying with the experience, like, I mean, aside from masks and, spaced out from people in the seats and stuff, it's not going to be the same, level of service that you were getting before either.
All.
You know what I mean?
At
like,
all.
I'm sure there's going to, not every food station is going to be open. Like, you're not going to be able to get drinks at all the different stations. Yeah, it's like,
what are you paying for? To see hockey in person? Come on.
If it would be cheaper to go fucking pay that cable bill just to be able to actually watch it on TV.
Shit, I honestly would rather nut up and fucking get the Fox Sports Go shit.
Yeah,
which I don't have because I'm petty like that and fuck Fox Sports right now. Fucking greedy ass motherfuckers. How you not gonna just pay whatever the fuck Hulu's and YouTube or whoever's telling you to pay?
Yeah,
like those are the everyone's got those. Not everyone, but those are the premium streaming services. You just gonna be like, we're better than that. You are one network.
Yeah,
like suck a you play this racing, bowling, poker, and whatever else no one else watches. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
Weird MMA fights after the Hurricanes games.
For real.
Yeah, no. I mean, the only reason I've got it is because cable. I have cable just based on the apartment. I have to get it for internet, so if we can get fucked up by cheaters. Yeah. Get fucked up by cheaters in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just I'm a little surprised. I guess just because I don't know.
Well, you know why, dude?
Cases are going down, and people are getting the vaccine. It's funny enough, they're administering the vaccine right now at PNC.
Are they? That's why, dude. That's why they're 15% capacity, dude. Everyone just line up, get your vaccine on your way in.
Like bro shows up for the game, just ends up with a needle.
Yeah, he's like, well, what is this about?
You got a bunch of like COVID susceptible motherfuckers who are like obviously who need to get the vaccine over other people, but like not that they did have it or do have it, but like are obviously worried about getting it, going to the place
where you're bringing a bunch of people
where you're about to let a bunch of people go.
Like every other day with the schedule and shit.
It's just,
of sports fans.
I just don't.
It's because that Rod contract's coming up. They're going to have to give him a fat stack of cash, dude.
We're talking about a fucking Jack Adams nominee.
Was he? Is he like in the race or whatever right now? I saw that
he should be. I'm talking about previous years.
Oh yeah, I saw because they put out like the tentative lists of players right now that are like supposed to receive which awards and stuff.
Yeah, they do that shit early as fuck anyway.
Yeah, and it's weird this year. I know people have been talking about it on Twitter, just to quickly divert from the Rod stuff, but all giving out awards to players this year when you're really like usually you don't play the whole league to see who's the best, but like you're really not playing the whole league to see who is really the best defensive forward this year, who really is.
Talk about a fucking asterisk.
For real though, it's just kind of because, and people might even say, and I feel like they might say it about our division being one of the easiest, just because we have like Detroit in it and
it's all a matter of perspective.
Florida in it. Yeah, so it's like if a guy like Jordan maybe fucks around and gets the Selke, I think it's Barkov right now is the front runner or whatever. But there's definitely an asterisk next to it. Yeah, there's an asterisk next to it because it's like but all he played was fucking these teams this year. Mm-hmm. So
and for Florida, a very limited number of games.
Yeah, for real.
Just
for
like
real.
us right now. Wild.
But with the Rod thing though, do you think Dundon would let him walk?
Nothing would surprise me with that level of Dundon's decision making.
Yeah.
I think man, I can't see Rod wanting to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
And he's kind of said that like this is where I want to be. Now, granted, that was early on in his coaching career. Maybe he's really caught that bug, and he was like, "Now, could
My
I?"
kids can play junior hockey, youth hockey anywhere.
Yeah, it was kind of like, "Can I do this somewhere else?" He's obviously a very competitive guy on some like, you think it was you, not
Good
me
point.
type shit.
Good point.
So, yeah, I really don't think that the
I almost
team
don't
would
want
let
to
him
think about
walk. Just because I think he means a lot to that locker room.
He does.
Like, especially because we really don't have that vocal.
He's a player's coach.
Veteran. Yeah, he's a player's coach. We don't have that vocal veteran like captain's voice. Not that Jordan Stahl is not a good captain, but he's not Rod in the locker room.
He's no Shane Doan.
Exactly. So I think they're gonna nut up, pay him whatever he wants to get paid.
Captain.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, I don't see him going anywhere. This would be the thing that would really piss out of all the people we've let go. This would probably be the one that would piss me off.
Same.
On some like, okay, we let Ron Francis go. Whatever, the team. Our drafting wasn't that great. You let Forsland go. Okay, that really sucks.
You fucked up a bit.
It doesn't change the product on the ice. Doesn't change what we're getting to watch. You know what I'm saying? Those couple, vice presidents of hockey ops walked. For essentially the same job somewhere else. That sucks.
That's true.
But with Rod, it'd be like, listen, man, like this guy is, he's fucking stood up for the Carolina brand of hockey for a long time. Back through when we sucked, we won the cup, and then we sucked again, and he's always been here, and then coaches and the whole team obviously fucking loves him and would, like they said, just run through a wall for the guy.
Bill Bernstein might whoop Tom Dundon's ass.
for
really
real,
might beat
dude.
his ass.
For real. But,
speaking of getting your ass kicked, that's a horrible transition. So Panarin was accused by some Russian publications and Russian people.
It was a Russian. He was a coach,
Yeah,
ex-NHL player, I think, and now a coach.
Bunch of fucking Putin. What's the word I'm looking for?
Loving
ass.
Sympathizers.
There's another word.
Putin
Advocates.
Putin
Advocates. Advocates for Putin's
supporters.
Tyranny over there in Russia. Basically, they started some stories talking about how he beat up some 18-year-old chick at a bar. It seems like that story's pretty much been concluded as false with all the different other people who have been interviewed. And
the whole team that he was with there that night and stuff like that. That did not happen.
It didn't happen. And apparently this same coach has a history of like other issues, like mental public speaking. I don't know. I don't even know the specifics.
But also in the statement, he goes like, and he like this behavior has like led him to hating Putin. Like that's how like he capped it. He was like he beat up this 18-year-old girl, and that's why
he doesn't like Putin.
That behavior, and he's like that behavior continues. I can see this is the kind of guy that hates Putin.
Right. It's a smear thing.
Yeah.
100% a smear thing. But he took I don't know if he's back, but he took a little leave of absence from the team, which I think is a smart thing because it really just shows respect for victims of this sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's why I believe that's why he did it.
And I'm sure that he's worried about like family and stuff back home. Like there's a lot,
guys should take care of.
There's a lot of ties.
To keep it a buck, I feel like if he was that worried, he wouldn't say a lot of the shit he does. Just from the fucking. Cause he's
I'm not even saying. Yeah, I'm not even saying like they're gonna try to get his family whacked. But I mean, just like. Imagine like your family. If someone's like, "Yo, y'all beat women," like it embarrasses them and stuff, just on that social level.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But it brings up a whole bunch of other things. I feel like we can get more of this on the podcast. Check out the podcast.
We'll get into
it a little deeper.
Every Monday. Every Monday.
Yeah.
Almost every Monday.
Claude Julien was fired from the Canadiens, who are having just such an up and down year.
Yeah, and it seems like their roster just keeps getting more talented. Getting Suzuki's finally coming around. They got Joel Edmondson, which
their problem was never goaltending, and it was everyone else. Now it's goaltending, and everyone else is good.
They kind of wasted the prime Carey Price.
They really
Some
did.
would say
they really
Some
did.
would say they Cam Newton'd them. Some would say that.
That's a cold piece. Well, yeah, they're about to. I guess he's past. He's past that prime, but Fucking, which Cam probably is too.
Low-key, man.
Is what it is. But Bergevin's still the GM, which is honestly probably the biggest issue.
I think you're gonna have to fight that man to get him out of the GM office.
He's a strong man.
That's really all he's preparing for.
That's why he's so big. He's
just doing push-ups in the office, waiting on a motherfucker, dude.
For real. A little surprising. Claude Jones a pretty. He wins games.
Yeah,
he's a winning coach. Won a cup with the Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really have much else to say on that. It's just kind of surprising.
Yeah, a little surprising.
Are they the bottom of the division?
Probably.
I think they were fighting for.
I think they've just
been,
just underperforming, just over the long run, and it's finally like let's get a change of scenery. He's going to end up coaching another team within a year because.
That's how that works.
That's how it works. Yeah. Everyone just keeps getting rehired and fired from the same 32 teams.
Yeah, it's like relationships at Garner High School. Everyone's just fucking everybody. Yeah, everybody's wiener cousins. And speaking of the Canadians, Brendan Gallagher gets caught up in a controversial goaltender interference call. He gets, from what I saw, boxed out into the crease. By a Senators defenseman, catches a little bit of Murray's pad with his skate, starts to spin Murray a little bit. Murray does a full 360 as a result. Gallagher goes down.
Gets fallen on by another Sens defenseman, not the one who boxed him in the crease.
Who looks like, and I have to go back and watch it, looked like a Sens player hit that guy who knocked him into Gallagher. It was a comedy of errors. Gallagher was able to still get back up and tip the puck in outside of the crease for a goal. And apparently at the same time, Murray's stick got caught on Gallagher. It got caught on his leg, and that's what they're defending or saying is the cause for the goaltender interference call, which allowed the goal.
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those where it's just kind of like, I think
pick a side.
Yeah, pick a side. It's like the review almost muddies it a little too much.
Yeah.
Where it's like, watch it happen. Just watch it happen live, make that call, and then
move the fuck on.
It's got to be what it's got to be. Maybe if it happened, if this call affected the Hurricanes, I'm sure I would probably be pissed.
Well, look what the fuck just happened with the offside shit, where they came back after a period and called shit back. I mean, when it gets to that level of muddy, that's obviously just not good for the game. I mean, in my opinion, watching the replays and stuff, it looked like a complete incidental situation. He was pushed into the crease by the goalie's own teammate. He was knocked down by the goalie's own teammate. And at that point, didn't even go in the crease. Got back up and was able to gain his posture to tip a goal in.
Yeah.
That should allow the goalie plenty of time to be postured to make a save.
You would think. It's kind of, you're getting into that water now. It's like, well, how long after the contact is the goalie, does he have to get reset? And that's going to depend on how bad the interference is. If a guy blows through the crease and knocks you out of the crease, that's going to take you longer to get back in and reset.
Yep.
Versus getting bumped, spun around a little bit.
Yep.
So yeah, it sucks for the Canadians. It's just such a, because you can kind of see both sides of it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I think it depends on how hard one wants to hold to the every word of the rule for goaltender interference, right? If they're saying, again, my opinion is that he had plenty of time to get postured. If you're looking at it from you touch him, you go a millimeter in the crease, and a goal gets scored, bam, you can say goaltender interference. If you're looking at it like that, then yeah, you got a case all day. If you're looking at it really in context, because in this context, he wasn't knocked out of the crease. Murray, he wasn't completely knocked over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He had time.
Yeah,
in context,
I agree. I think he did have time, and it really lends itself that the guy who caused the interference and got knocked down was the one who scored the goal. And if this guy has time to get back up and
logistically
reset himself, you would think
a goalie who's already facing the same way he should be, or player who's already facing the same way they would be, can just pad position, butterfly, whatever the fuck you got to do.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, and I don't know the outcome of that game either off the top of my head, so I don't know how much.
Canadian division, who gives a fuck? I tweet out today watching the fans in the North Division go at each other is watching children fight at a kid's table. It's just like, you guys over there, you're so cute.
So
Wait till you play
cute.
real teams.
Yeah, for real.
You guys haven't won a cup in 27 years as a country. Get the
As
fuck
a
out of here.
country,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that.
But yeah. What else?
Dude, the zombies have been confirmed for Verdansk.
Oh yeah,
Because
like
Cold
it's
War had
Halloween
its
again.
Cold War has its update, and there's some calling cards where it'll say you got to kill like a certain number of zombies, like 8 zombies in Verdansk or something. But don't know that like they don't know how it's gonna happen yet. In the sense, like, is it gonna be like the Halloween event? Is it gonna be NPC zombies that are just like on a certain area of the map, kind of like I know Fortnite had something like that for a little bit. But what it seems like, what everyone is saying is that boat that's been off the coast is going to crash near the prison
and release zombies.
And so I guess in this update tomorrow, there's going to be a bunch of new points of interest that we can go to. And then what they're thinking is going to happen is then on March 11th, there's going to be another event. What everyone's hoping is it's just going to nuke the map, basically, and that's when it's going to move to the new one. Because Cold War just put out that, you probably haven't seen it, but that Zombies Outbreak mode or whatever.
Oh, I'm not too familiar.
And it's basically like, it's all of the fire team maps put together, and you travel throughout it with portals and stuff, and it's a zombies game mode. But that just means that all those maps exist as one map right now.
Gotcha.
As one playable map, you just move around through portals now. So they're thinking that, it's going to, test that map as one thing with the outbreak mode, have the zombies thing going down in Verdansk, and then hopefully it all results in us moving over to that other map. Fingers crossed, because otherwise there's just going to be a fucking boat that you can go to off the coast that no one's going to drop on.
Another vehicle motive of transportation added to Verdansk.
Yeah, it'll probably just be the boats there that you can go on. If you fall in the water, you die.
It's going to be
so fucked.
It's going to be a boat that's beached, docked, whatever, and then you can just get on it. And like you're saying, you fall off the map, you die, and that's what you'll get.
That's what you'll get. You might get...
Enjoy the map update, bitches. Yeah. Suckers. Free game.
Free game, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I
have fun playing it every now and then, especially with the boys, but I'm so
it's gotten stale as fuck. Like, it's still like, it's battle royales are obviously fun, and the Call of Duty one is just shooting guns, you know what I'm saying? So it's easier. Fortnite's got all the building, Apex has all the powers, like, and with the Call of Duty, it's like it's just show up and shoot, just point and shoot,
all gunny.
Yeah,
baby.
It's all like
with stopping power rounds.
There's kind of a low skill ceiling to it. You know what I mean? So it's easier to get into, but they've not done shit for a year now.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, you gotta keep it fresh. And hopefully they will. Hopefully Raven doing it all on their own, they will. But we'll see.
Hopes aren't high.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
I think we might have
gotta
done
go
it,
another 20 minutes.
We gotta go to the 20.
Fill it up.
Fill up the time.
All right, Jacob.
What's up,
do
dog?
this plug for 20 minutes.
All right, dude. If you want to watch Freddie Gibbs on the Joe Budden podcast, not Joe Budden, Joe Rogan. No, if you want to get us and all this quality content, hit us up at Talking Sauce Pod. No _respect the _ podcast every Monday. We're gonna be talking about Putin and Russia. So if we don't get whacked before,
and I'm gonna
this
dick
next
ride
podcast,
Ovechkin.
He's gonna dick ride Ovechkin. Something new that we haven't heard on this podcast.
Never done before.
Never once has Josh dick ride Ovechkin. You can get us YouTube, like and subscribe.
I have a frame picture of him.
It's behind the monitor.
There's a frame photo of him right here, dude.
I don't even see a frame photo of his wife on this desk. So that's
not his whole room. His whole room. I gotta be able to masturbate, dude.
That shit's hilarious. But like and subscribe. And check out the podcast, all of the streaming platforms. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB, Josh.
At Teebs, TEABZZ.
Dylan.
You find me on Reddit, you T-Bags, your mom, 69420, lowercase x, capital X. That's you T-Bags, ya mom, 69420, lowercase x, capital X.
I thought when you said you got to fill out the 20 minutes, I was like, we really haven't done 20 minutes yet? Like, in my head, I was like, that's crazy.